Good morning. We will start session 4 on chapter data handling. So today's is the last session on this chapter. So this consists of probability. So what is probability? Probability is a chance of happening. So we usually tell it probably it might rain. Not it, probably it might rain. So usually the word probably when we use when that is we are not very sure, but it can rain. Now when I toss a coin, probably I might get heads or tails. True, right? I can't get anything else out of it. So probably when we use the word, that is, it is a chance of happening. So here, in a probability, we always consider the happenings, chance of happening as an experiment. Why? Because at the end, the experiment will always have a result. That is called as a random experiment. So what is our definition for that? An experiment in which the outcomes cannot be predicted exactly in advance, and all the possible outcomes are called as a random experiment. That means when I toss a coin, I know that it is an experiment because I am going to get some results as heads or tails. But can I guess? My guesswork can be as well as wrong, but we can only assume. Probably I might get this or that, but exact outcome I cannot predict. But is there an outcome when I perform an experiment? Yes. That is why it is called as a random experiment, because we are not aware what will be the exact result out of the given result. Outcomes. Now when we conduct a random experiment, we get the outcomes. Now coin is tossed. What are the outcomes? We have two outcomes. One coin is tossed, heads or tails. A die is thrown. We have 6 outcomes. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is how, that is the meaning of an outcomes. Whenever an experiment is conducted, we get the outcomes that are the result of the random experiment. These experiments when we conduct, they are equally likely or they are not equally likely. Now equally likely outcomes means what? It is called as a event. Now outcomes of the event are equally likely. That means we know heads or tails. We will not get heads only whenever I toss. That means that is a tampered coin. So these are few basic definitions, children, of the chapter probability. So probability of an event which is happening is given by number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Right? This total number of outcomes is also called as a sample space. The final result, what we call. This is the main formula for the probability. Then, a probability of an event which is happening is denoted by probability of an event E, and a probability of an event which is not happening, that is complementary of the probability of an event, is denoted by E dash. When we add this, it's always 1, right? There are few things. The probability of an event always, which has happened, always lies between 0 and 1. These are few things, basic things what we have to know. The definitions, these points, you will receive it as a PDF. We will directly go to the exercise, student, here. It's a very simple exercise. The probability chapter is continued again in standard 9 as well as in standard 10, where you will study again in detail. List the outcomes you can see in this experiment exercise. First one. So first one is what? A spinning wheel. We have to only list the outcomes. So I will just write here as outcomes. So what are the outcomes here? Outcomes are A, B, C, D and E. How many? 5 outcomes. Yeah, A is repeated. We will write as it is. 2 coins tossing together. Tossing 2 coins together. I would like to add few more things in outcomes writing, children. That will be a practice for your outcomes. Okay, what we will just change here is tossing 1 point. We'll change this. Okay, outcomes are what? Heads or tails. Only 2 outcomes. Take down C as tossing 2 points together. Though it is not mentioned, I want you all to know this. Outcomes. So this will be heads and heads you will get together. Or you will get heads and tails. Or you will get tails and heads. Or you will get tails and tails. Total how many outcomes? 4. D. Tossing 3 coins together. Oh, but we don't have 4 in syllabus nowhere also. It will be only 3. Outcomes. How do we write this? First we will write 3 heads. We'll go on replacing 1 head by tail. Head, head, tail. Okay. Then 1 more head will be replaced. Head, tail, tail. All head will be replaced. Tail, tail, tail. Again, replace of 1 tail. 2 tails, 1 head. 1 tail, 2 head. Right? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Heads, tails, heads. Tails, heads, tails. Only if you write in this pattern, you will get the correct answer. 8 outcomes. First 3 heads, keep 2 heads, replace 1 tail. Replace 2 tails, all the 3 tails. Same thing you procedure you try here. You will get this. E. Throwing a die. Outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right? Very simple. And the last one. I just erase this. You can make a note. Under the same question you write this. Throwing 2 dice together. Which one it was? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Throwing, last one, 2 dice together. So how the outcomes will come here? It is not 6 plus 6, 12 like that. So it is first one you will get 1, 1. 1, 2, on first die it is 1, second die also, first die again it is 1, second die it can be 2, first die it is 1, it can be 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Got my point? Second one will be 2, 1, 2, 2. You have to complete this, children. It will be 2, 6, then 3, 1, 3, 6. 4, 1, you have to write this. 4, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, last 6, 1, 6, 6. Total 36 outcomes. You need to remember this. Just the outcomes here. Okay? We'll go to the second question. When a die is thrown, list the outcomes of getting. So, second one, a die is thrown, right? First we'll write the outcomes here. Outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 outcomes. List the outcomes of getting prime numbers. Prime numbers. Usually we make a mistake. We start off that 1, 2, 3 and 5 are prime numbers, right? One is neither prime nor composite. One is a factor of every number. So what are the prime numbers here? 2, 3, 5. Not a prime number. Only outcomes they have asked. Not a prime number means which are not. 4 and 6 are not a prime number. Oh sorry, I forgot here. 1 also will come. 1 is a factor, it is not a prime number. Number greater than 5. How many numbers are greater than 5? That's only one. Not greater than 5. Not greater than 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you will write here. Third thing, as I have told, it's a very simple exercise. Third thing, find the probability of the pointer stopping on D from the question number 1. Okay, so third one is with respect to question number 1. First we'll write the outcomes here. Always outcomes is must and should. So it is A, B, C, D and A. Total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outcomes are there. Probability of pointer stopping on D. Pointer on D. First we'll write the formula. Probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes here probability we have asked, so we have to write divided by total number of outcomes. So how many D? It's only 1 is there. So probability that you can point on D only once. Out of how many times? Out of 5 times. That is how you write it. Probability divided by total outcomes. Next, probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of playing cards. So total outcomes. So it is 52. Probability of getting what they have given here is ace. Number of ace I will write here, which is nothing but favorable outcomes. How many ace cards will be there? One will be in club, one will be in spade, one will be in heart, another will be in diamond. So it is 4. Please write the formula. I am not writing it again here. Right? About this card specification I will give you at the end of the class. What is the total number of cards? How many ace card, face card? You will have that in 10. But still I want you all to know. At the end of this probability chapter, I will give you the specifications. Probability of an event, formula you will write. How many ace cards are there? 4. 4 by 52. So 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. Answer is 1 by 13. So shall I erase this? I will write the further. Last one part is there. Third one will solve. C part. Probability of getting a red apple. So getting a red apple. So this is green apple, red apple, red apple, red apple, green apple, red apple, green apple. Total outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Formula. Probability of an event. That formula you will write. Okay. Number of favorable outcomes. That is red apple. How many children? How many red apple are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 red apples are there. So formula wise it will be 4 by 7. Fine. Next one. Numbers 1 to 10 are written on a 10 separate slip. So total outcome 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One slip is chosen from the box without looking at it. What is the probability of? We will write off the formula first. Okay, then we go on answering. Please write the formula. Getting the number 6. So how many times you can get number 6? Answer is probability of an event is equal to, getting a number 6 is not 6 by 10. How many times you can get 6? We can get 6 only one time. So 1 by 10 I will write. Second one, getting a number less than 6. Outcomes. How many numbers are there less than 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are there, right? So probability of an event is equal to 5 by 10. 5 ones are 5 twos are. Answer is 1 by 2. C part. Getting a number greater than 6. Outcomes. Outcomes is number what we have to write. See, in the first one, getting a number 6, only 1 6 is there. If 2, 3, 6 were there, we could have counted. Outcomes. So what are the outcomes greater than 6? 7, 8, 9, 10. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Probability of an event is equal to 4 by 10. 2 2s are 2 5s are. Answer is 2 by 5. A, B, C, D. Getting a one-digit number. Outcomes. How many one-digit number are there, children, here? Up to 9 it is one-digit number. 10 is a two-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many? 9. Probability of an event is 9 by 10. Very clear how to answer this? Okay. We'll go with the next one. Repeat this formula, number of favorable outcomes, what we have to write, and just write it down, the answers. Fifth one, if you have a spinning wheel with 3 green sectors, so total outcomes first we will write. Three green sectors plus 1 blue sector plus 1 red sector. So 3, 4, 5. Total 5 we have. There are 5 total outcomes. Okay. What is the probability of getting a green sector? First of all, write the formula here. What is the probability of getting a green sector? How many green sectors are there, children? Probability of an event. How many green sectors are there? 3 out of 5 is the answer. Second, what is the probability of getting non-blue sector? Non-blue means outcomes like this right here. See, orally also you can do. It should not be blue. So which are the non-blue sectors? 3 green and 1 red. Correct, no? It is not blue. So total how many? 3 plus 1 is 4. Probability of an event is 4 by 5. Fine? Next one. And the last one. Find the probabilities of the event given in question number 2. Okay. We have to find the probability of an event given in the question number 2 now. We will repeat everything in the question number 2 as this. Sixth one, a die is thrown, right? First we write outcomes. So outcomes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 outcomes. Those are just numbers on the die what we have. So what is, first we write the formula and once only we will write. Probability of an event is equal to, write the formula here. A prime number. Outcomes, that is favorable outcomes. How many? A prime number, right? 2, 3, 5. How many are there? 3 are there. 3 by 6. 3 ones are, 3 twos are. Always keep this in fraction. Second is not a prime number. Favorable outcomes. So which are not a prime number? 1 is not prime, 4 is not prime, 6 is not prime. Again answer is 3. Probability of an event is 3 by 6. Answer is 1 by 2. What is C part? That is third part. A number greater than 5. Favorable outcomes. How many numbers are greater than 5 here? 6. That's only one number. Probability of an event is equal to 1 by 6. And the last one. Number not greater than 5. Favorable outcomes. Which are those? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many numbers? 4. Probability of an event is equal to 4 by 6. 2 twos are, 2 threes are. Right? So with that we complete the part probability and the chapter data handling. I would like to now give you a specification that number of things or number of cards or number of favorable outcomes in a card. You all should know, because of any question given on that, you should know how to answer. What are the different types of cards? Let's see. I also give you what are the outcomes of a die thrown twice, a coin thrown thrice and twice. Always remember there are 52. It is a deck of playing cards. Always it has to be 52 excluding the joker. So in 52 deck of playing cards, you have 26 black cards and 26 red cards. Okay. In 26 black cards, you have 13 spade and you have 13 club. In 26 red cards, you have 13 heart and 13 diamond. Right? So spade is something of a leaf, what it actually looks like this. This way it comes. Club is something what you have. You have something like this, right? Yeah. So this is club. Hearts and diamonds anyhow you know. Okay, I'll give just specification for this. Here how do we have it as? We have a king. We have a that is ace card what we call. We have a king, we have a queen, we have a jack. Okay. Then we have numbers 10, 9, 8 up to 2. So these are totally 4 cards and these are totally 9 cards. So 9 plus 5 together you get that as 13. Very clear? This will happen in all the same. Now out of this, if I talk about ace cards. Ace cards are nothing but all A. So how many ace cards will be there? So 1 in spade, 1 in club, 1 in heart and 1 in diamond. So total there are 4 ace cards. Remember this. Next is face cards. What are face cards? King, queen and jack are called as face cards. So I have 3 face cards in spade, 3 face cards in club, 3 face cards in heart and 3 face cards in diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 12. I have 12 face cards. Rest all you know, numbering cards there will be. So numbering cards they will usually not ask you. Questions are usually asked on ace and face cards. King, queen and jack. That is how the combination wise you should know. I want you all to just make a note of this one flow chart which will give you a clear idea about how this 52 deck of playing cards are distributed among themselves. out of which are ace and which are face cards, what you have to know. So with this we complete the complete the exercise probability and the chapter data handling. Also please go through the worked examples solved in the part of data handling about histogram, bar graph, pie chart, as well as the worked examples given in probability.